Sorry, I thought you could just jump right back in.
Way funnier this way.
All right. On that note, let's go ahead and actually get started to play some D&D because apparently Philip's not coming because he's a friggin' loser.
Hey, it is his birthday too.
It is his birthday.
He did this on his birthday last year. I had a note to wish him a happy birthday. He didn't show up.
I was like, I even saw him like in the distance. I was like, I'll say it tonight.
The party finally headed out from Neverlake Grove and began what oddly felt like a day that lasted for two. After trekking through, they came across a cavern passage covered with thousands of strands of spider webs. Nero quickly made a path, and Gideon sensed the spiders lurking just out of sight. A small battle ensued, and a Roctopus joined the foray, but didn't last long against Prince Darendil's claws and Kydarius's fists of pain. Darendil, at the end of the fight, seemed a little deranged, still lost in his Quaggoth form. Kydarius prepared to talk him down while Gideon set up for a remove curse spell. At the same time, Kydarius saw a glimpse of recognition in his eyes. The spell took effect, revealing that Prince was truly just a Quaggoth under the effects of a demonic curse. Gideon quickly took care of the monster without too much fanfare. The party went on and ended up at a large pool of muck. Instead of simply running through without thinking, well, except for Nero, who became quite stuck, Gideon worked toward clearing the muck. Lou then came to the rescue, having studied the Underdark quite extensively and leaning on the knowledge that she had gained in the jungles on one of her many adventures. She pushed forth across the muck without a moment's hesitation, and no one got stuck. I did not mean to rhyme that many times when I wrote that. On the far shore, they ran into another party, a group of social justice warriors on a mission to the Underdark looking for lost treasures. They had recently been turned away at Blingdenstone, but handed up plenty of historical and anthropological information about the city and the Svirfneblin way of living and thinking. This also marks one of the very few times the party didn't instigate a fight, so that was kind of nice. The party relaxed for a long rest, and Lou finally broke down and told the party about what had happened or didn't happen in Neverlake Grove. She told about how she couldn't fathom how the party had nearly made it this far in life without being so dangerously uncaring about their own safety. She told them about Nero's horrific death and Alfonso's suicide, about Kydarius's touch with death, and Gideon's conversation with his Patreon. Gideon and Lou spoke privately in a zone of truth. Nero, deep in thought, sat by the fire. The next morning, Nero was clean-shaven, head and face, and raring to go. As the party continued, they came across a tall cliff with a rope ladder above. Two individuals were sitting at the base of this cliff talking amongst themselves. The party didn't really care about this and focused on scaling the mountain. Nero worked his magic and created wings on Eldith, Kydarius, and Gideon. However, as he created wings for himself, they detached from him and flew forward, expanding and growing in a fiery dirge. It grew into a huge roaring Balor with a fiery whip. It whipped the air, absolutely demolishing the two elves at the base of the cliff. Just as the Balor began to beat Lou and Kydarius out of the air, it disappeared, just as mysteriously as it had appeared. Arriving at the top of the cliff, they realized they had left behind Alfonso, and as Kydarius grabbed him, Lou shredded the rope ladder to stop the ongoing following by the drow. The top of the massive cavern was covered in all kinds of fungi. Lou panicked and rushed everyone out of the room. Further ahead, Extraction Team 4 came across a high ledge with bolts placed strategically into the wall and a chain roped as a handrail. Instead of doing anything special, the party flew through and made it safely to the other side, into another alcove full of bones. In the center of the room were 6 Kuatoa sitting around a campfire. Nero told the party if they went forward, it was 6 hours to Blingdenstone. If they went around it, it was perilous and a 2 days journey. Everyone voted and decided to take the long way around just in case. In some blessed twist of fate, the next 2 days were simply pleasant with no dangers whatsoever. The party then arrived at the outskirts of Blingdenstone, and that is where we are today. In episode 53, Tim? Okay. Actual number 53. Gideon, I'm fairly certain that your mic is off. I don't know if you were aware of that. It doesn't make a difference to me. I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, is it working now? I had to reset it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Kick that out. Let me open up my notes. All right, we have our luck rolls drawn. You are
I just hope it's a
Outside.
1 and I'll hit them all night.
outside of Blingdenstone. Let me pull you up onto your map. I've made maps for everything.
Nice. And I do see what you did there, Lou.
Me?
Yeah, I know your color was yellow earlier. I saw you. say
I'm
that.
blue.
Oh,
I don't know
I saw
what
you.
you're
I
talking
caught
about.
that earlier. I was like, Lou's yellow. I was like, oh, I switched it.
Man, not slick enough for
Perce-
you.
Past perception of something high. Probably. I
Well,
don't
I have
know.
to say, I know Lou was yellow because I drew a happy face as Lou's color earlier.
I was really confused because I saw that and I was like, I didn't draw that, did I?
No, you didn't.
hilarious. I didn't catch that.
So I was like,
his,
I know specifically you were yellow because I pretended to be you.
his sleight of hand was higher than my perception, though.
All I'm hearing from this DM is that they deserve advantage on a future perception check because they're rolling hella high right now.
You did something so sly, and both of us like,
We're both like, no, and then you said, yeah, I did this. I'm like, what? How did you do that?
All
This is a
right.
cool map, though. That's a cool map.
You should see your guys on a map. You are currently on some stairs. You're in the bottom left corner.
No, I am.
All right. Currently you're on the stairs that rise up to a broad terrace before a gate. The stairs are built for gnomish feet, so they are difficult terrain for anyone who's medium or larger until you get to the top of those stairs.
Is it magical?
So we're ascending upwards, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It is not magical, difficult terrain. It's just the steps are actually quite small.
Well, that's okay. Lou's also quite small, so it ain't difficult terrain for her.
Lou's small?
She got petite feet.
Oh. That's small. That's
Ooh,
small.
that's
Like,
kind
wait.
of a horrible image. She just like oddly steps on one step and like her feet just kind of shrink to be
Oh.
gnomish size. And she's just kind of teetering on it. It's not canon because I don't
I'm
think I can do that.
clank, 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 clank.
Cool.
As you guys work your way up to the top of the stairs, you can hear a little bit of talking and things up from the top. As you arrive, you're on a little platform, a little ledge. I'm going to move you all up here. There we go. You're on a little platform. You look to your left and you can see what looked like the cart lift that brings the carts and everything from the lower grounds up to the city walls. You have a large door in front of you. It's made of steel and mithril, inlaid with a secret magic resistant alloy and plated with adamantine. The terrace between the top of the stairs and the gate has a slight upward slope, which would, if you were going to try and like ram the door, it would impose disadvantage on that because you kind of have to be coming up at a hill to be able to do it. There are 8 deep gnomes here that are guarding the gate. Yeah, what would you like to do?
This is the gate to the into the main city.
Yes. So when you were talking to the orcs, this is the door that they would not open for them.
This is the one. Yep.
And though I have these Smurf Neblin like in front of the door, they're really kind of on top and over it.
Okay, they're just around in that area.
That makes sense.
Hey, want to open the door for us? Passing through?
One of them looks at you. You don't really pass through Blingdenstone. It's kind of a cave. So, liar.
I mean, we want to pass in and then pass out. So just passing through. Like we're not gonna move in to live here.
What is your true need for being inside of Blingdenstone, outsiders?
We're
Two
looking for
things.
someone who was captured and brought to Blingdenstone, who is
And-
also an outsider,
yes.
and we'd love to take him with us and just like be done with Blingdenstone altogether.
Also supplies if you have any of those.
Yeah, we'll pay for that.
They
He will, and I point to Nero.
they convene for a moment and talk. Nobody's been taken prisoner in Blingdenstone. We tend to not take living prisoners.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Lou
guess
is
we can
gonna
check.
pull out the card that she
Mhm.
has of
Wait for it.
I looked at your name and now I can think of the idiot. Titan.
Teen.
Titan. I had to look away.
Yes.
Titan. No, it
I was
was
looking-
one of
I was
those
looking-
things. I had the name there, and I looked.
I was looking at the wrong
like,
monitor.
yeah.
I was like, wait, the camera's on this one.
I looked at your nameplate, and my brain just went Gideon.
Yeah,
I'm like,
mine
nope.
did for a second.
And then my
too,
brain's like,
but-
no, it's not Gideon, it's Donald. And I'm like, no, that's the third one. Heaven help me, I couldn't remember the name of the character from Goswin's campaign.
Murdon.
Murdon. Okay, anyways, she's gonna pull out the card of Titan and be like, we were informed that this was located in here. Do you know anything about it?
One of the Smurf Neblin at the door reaches forward and takes the card from your hand to look at it. I mean, I will say it does look underdarkish, but I can't tell you that this is Blingdenstone.
I mean, we were told it was. Is there
Who told you
somewhere?
this information? We don't really let much people in, so who's telling you this?
It was in Gracklestone. I showed it to someone in Gracklestone and they said it looked like Blingdenstone and sent me here.
Interesting.
Lou will take the card back.
That's fine.
Okay.
I was holding a force cage. I was like, the guy ain't leaving with it. Like-
No, I was like, Lou is gonna kill him if he tries to take that card. That is Lou's only connection to Titan right now.
It's Donald's only connection to Titan right now.
Well, if our friend isn't here, I mean, we can always just keep looking at next town over. But can we get in for supplies?
What kind of supplies are you needing? Because there's plenty to buy out there.
But
Oh,
we're here and not out there at the moment.
I like
let's
this
see.
guy's tone.
What about? Let's see. We eat some food because there's not a lot of food out here. We don't really wanna hunt things, and no mushrooms. No mushrooms. Don't even try that. So yeah,
That's what I've been
some
saying from the beginning,
food.
man.
Perhaps some light sources. I mean, we have some torches, but maybe see if you have any lanterns. or
Why do we
anything
need
like that.
lights?
Also,
Normal eyes.
also, some clothing. We've been, getting some new digs. Just wanted to freshen up a little bit. And then, you can see what other weapons you have. And Nero goes on just saying random stuff here for about a minute.
Okay. Give me not intimidation, persuasion.
Persuasion plus.
If anybody
4.
would like,
Yeah.
to give me a wisdom check as well. You don't have to, but you can if you want.
Sure. I'm not too good at those.
When
Saving throw or just check.
Check.
while he's doing that, Lou, like the carts,
There it is. Okay.
the carts that are pulled up, are they like supply train carts? Oh, my roll didn't go through, did it?
Yes, they are like supply train carts.
Hey, a 15. I'll take those.
Besides the big front door, is there any obvious? Why is this not rolling? Are you guys seeing a roll and it's just not?
No,
It took me
not
twice to get
yours.
mine.
I got
There
one.
we go. That was weird. Are there any other like doors or things where the carts are allowed to roll through, or is it just they stop there and someone pushes them through the door that's right above the stairs?
It seems that someone pushes them through the door.
It's a really stupid design because then they literally have to push it uphill.
Well, I will say that the picture on this map is not to actual scale. The gate actually would have, if it drew it to full scale, the gate would take up pretty much the entire right side of this map. So
I mean, they still have to
Yeah.
push it uphill though.
No,
it was a-
the these still have like horses and other things that are connected to them. It's not like a steep hill. It's just slightly upgrade to where it would be hard to like try and like ram a door while trying to go up that hill. But
Okay.
moving up and walking on it isn't any kind of disadvantage or difficult terrain or anything like that. I get what you're saying, but no, they wouldn't have any problem with this.
Okay. There's just while he was talking about it, I wanted Lou would investigate that a little bit. Just like look.
Lou, your wisdom check. Gideon, you don't quite get this, but because I had a high DC on this one. And it makes sense that Lou would get this. Well, more that Tim would get this. Thinking back to the conversations you had with the orcs, there may be something there that could easily get you through this door.
Now I gotta look through my notes and read what the orc said. Because it's been 3 weeks since Tim heard it. It's only been like a day since.
I knew that they don't let certain people go into the place.
That's all I really remember.
That's okay. Gideon's cool AF. So
I thought that it was they don't let cool AF people to get into the place. I thought that's what it was. I could be wrong. I didn't write it
oh,
down.
you're right.
No,
I'll
he's
make myself
right,
look
he's
like
right.
Nero.
Yeah.
What? I'm not convinced. There's plenty of other places that you would have passed to get here for you to have bought any of those things. So coming into Blingdenstone alone just to shop is not a good enough reason to come into our city. What brings you, odd bunch, to the Underdark anyway? You definitely aren't from here. He looks at Lou. And Nero, you have to be from the overworld. There's no way.
Well, yeah, like we said, there were 2 reasons. One, to look for our friend, and also for supplies.
And I mean, if we're being honest, we're also fleeing from the drow. They've been trying to murder us for the whole time we've been here, actually.
He tenses up a little bit. Why have the drow been hunting you?
I mean, they captured us and they were going to kill us or feed us to spiders, and we didn't like that. So we left. And they have seemed very unhappy with that decision.
He turns to the other guard. There's 2 that are in front of the door. The other 6 are kind of up above. He turns to him and says something, kind of whispers it into his ear. Someone can give me a perception check to see if they can hear what they had said. They kind of whispered to each other, but
Who is definitely trying to pay attention to that.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Okay, so this isn't changing.
Oof, but doof.
Lou, you were actually still talking kind of to them, so you couldn't quite understand what they were saying. Gideon, you didn't really pick up what they were saying either. Mostly because of your helmet. He turns back to you and he snaps his fingers one time, and you see 4 of the guards up above disappear. You can't see them anymore. They go off. And you hear a loud groaning noise as the gate slowly opens. Just a bit. Just enough for you guys to fit through. And the four guards then reappear on the other side of that gate. And the guard tells you, Chief Dorbo would be very interested in your conversation. Follow us.
I like nudge Nero. See, it's the cool armor.
I mean, it's hard to argue with that logic. Yeah. Chief Dorbo. You got it.
So they let you in. Do
Nope.
you follow?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna protest for once, I guess.
For one.
I mean, this is actively what we were trying to do.
Right. That's why I'm like, like, yeah.
Like they open
We're
the door and
going
you're
by
like, you know what?
ourselves.
This has been
No.
kind of a hassle. We're just gonna find a different place to stay. Don't worry about it.
Yes, going on in.
I'm gonna bring up this map just so that you can see it. There's not really much that you're going to do here. I just want you to be able to see what you're going through. So the next area that they bring you to between the gate and Blingdenstone proper, the Swerf Nebulin have built this maze. It's a twisting and turning path that runs between 10-foot high walls studded with nails. The path slopes up and down. Sections could be flooded or inundated with poisonous smoke as they would like, to kind of help keep the city even more safe. So if somebody does happen to get through, then they have to try and make it through this maze. The last defense that you come across where you are currently is a wide, winding tunnel, and it's behind another gate that had opened up where you are standing currently, similar to that one in Area 1. Flanking the gate are 2 stone towers embedded in the cavern walls, and peering through are 4 deep gnomes, 8 in all. And these gnomes operate winches that open and close the gate. And then the tunnel itself is a 30-foot high ceiling, and embedded in its walls are these gems, these shimmering gems. They're spaced about 30 feet apart and 15 feet above the ruffian floor. They're set in sockets and held in place, and that's just kind of what you're looking at when you're walking through. At the north end of that tunnel, as you finally make it through, is a smaller door made of stone reinforced with adamantine. 15-foot high ledges and alcoves flank the door. The ledges are currently unguarded, and the stone door opens easily to reveal the caves of Inner Blingdenstone beyond. So let's pull up our Inner Blingdenstone. These maps are giant. So you have 4 guards that are with you currently. So you're not free to explore as of right now. They are leading you somewhere in particular. But you leave the dark tunnel behind and step into what looks like another world. These aren't sinister drow caverns or harsh bare stone, but a subterranean land of warm colors and welcoming smells. The deep gnomes you see going about their business glance up at you with suspicion, but you instinctively understand that you face no threat here. One of the guards escorting you abandons his severe frown to give a deep nod as he prompts you past the inner gate. Welcome to Blingdenstone, travelers.
Hi.
Beautiful.
It is truly a really beautiful place. It's something that I think you would have caught off guard with how pretty this place is. Simply because you're so used to this just kind of gross, dark, place, essentially. That is the Underdark. So this is a nice change, so to say.
I think audibly you hear Lou's stomach grumble. We haven't had good food in a while.
That's true.
And with the smell, ooh, she's like salivating a little bit.
Are you Chief Drogo? Thurgo?
Orgo.
Urgolo?
Orvo.
Or Ortho?
Orbel?
Orbo?
They bring you to another room. Dorbo is his name, by the way.
Orvo.
Chief Doorbell. Got it.
24 or so Swerf Meblin occupy this well-lit cavern, some moving briskly with messenger pouches in hand, while others huddle around several stone tables, covered in maps and other papers, talking in hushed, serious tones. The back of the room is dominated by a dais carved from the rock of the cavern, atop which rest 2 stone desks facing each other. 2 Swerf Nebulin, 1 male, 1 female, sit behind the desks, conferring with advisors and each other, and they turn their attention to you as you enter. So The 4 guards are going to stand back at the front of the stairs to kind of help and lead you up these stairs. Like, this is where you need to go. They kind of wave you on.
Go on.
Yeah, we head up the stairs.
All right. Y'all can move your own characters, but
Score.
it was going to lead the way. And Eldith will follow right along with him. So you come up on this first little step and you can see a couple of fighters going and some Surf Neblin talking amongst themselves and walking through. But you can see this purple carpet up ahead and it seems a little tattered and a little old, but overall it looks quite nice. And then as you move down south into the room, plenty more of Svirfneblin are all around, but you can see Durbo and Cinny Diggermattock at the top of the tables.
Diggermattocks. It's a fun name. So then we don't actually. Yeah, I'll just keep on looking, going forward until we try to see somebody that looks in charge.
I mean, we're heading towards the 2 desks facing each other, I'm sure.
Yes. So the most that you know about these 2 people is you can assume that they are the leaders of Blingdenstone, at least from what you can tell. I mean, there's not many other people other than leaders that the front gate people would be like, you need to talk to these guys. Nonetheless, they turn to you and Dorbo says, what have we here? A few lost souls down in the Underdark, it seems. What brings you into our city today?
Nero bows.
Thank you, but that is unnecessary.
You're welcome.
Nerd.
I consider ourselves to be on equal levels.
Ned's Nero. That makes one of us.
I mean,
Oh.
are we actually at eye level? Because they're on a dais for short and we're standing, but like
Like currently, are we literally?
You are quite literally at eye level.
okay.
He
Greetings.
gets up from his desk and he holds his hand out for Senny to take his hand, and they both stand up and walk toward you. So tell us, what brings us to your land? To our land, sorry. What brings you to our land?
We're looking for someone who may or may not be here. And Lou is going to pull out her handy dandy card and show them.
He looks at it deep. I can understand. Who told you that this was in Blingdenstone? Or was that just an idea that you had in your own head?
No, I hadn't. First time in the Underdark, really. So I'm, lost. No, it was in Grackelstuck.
Okay.
We were told. I showed this to one of the leaders or the military people, the police or whatever, and they had told us they thought it looked. I mean, they looked at it and immediately went, "Oh, that looks like Blingdenstone." So I was kind of optimistic up till the fact when I showed the guard and he was like, "Looks like the Underdark." So I'm a little less confident, but I'm hoping you can help me.
Interesting. Okay. Well, before I help you too much, one of my messengers had mentioned that you were running from the drow. What could have possibly gotten you in trouble with the drow?
Okay, so we came down here to find our friend, and she takes the card and points. And we were pretty. I mean, we
just
put up a
doing our
good fight.
thing.
We were captured by the drow.
Yeah, technically. Yeah.
And we did watch them feed some of our fellow captives to the giant spiders, not wanting to be spider food, as one does, because we had things to do. We left. They did not appreciate us leaving and have been presumably Well, not presumably. We know they've been after us ever since. I'd give them another, I don't know, 2 days, maybe 3 days. I don't know. They're definitely still after us.
Interesting. Okay. Well, there is one thing that I can tell you is that you have safe haven here on Blingdenstone from the drow. There is absolutely zero chance that any drow is coming in those doors anytime soon. And therefore, even if they are searching for you, even if they know you're here, they're gonna have to fight the entire army to try and get into this place, and that's most certainly not happening.
Gotta be honest. It'll be the first time in the Underdark that we can actually sleep without worrying about being stabbed by drow. Also, the first time seeing a lot of these colors in a while.
Yes, just because we live in the Underdark doesn't mean it has to be all gray and brown and black. You can have color, believe it or not.
I wish I wish
Okay.
that philosophy would spread across the entirety. This city is a magnificent jewel that has buried in the muck that has been the Underdark.
Well, it's still quite buried in the muck. If I have to tell you the truth. We've only been able to recover about a third of the city, but we're working on it. We're getting there. You know, it's only been 100 years, so we've got plenty of time ahead of us to get this place cleared out. Which brings me to the. It takes a very special kind of person to want to come into the Underdark. And it takes an even more special person to. They say that you came in by foot.
Mhm.
And from
Yeah.
Cracklestack,
Yep.
it's like 10 days by foot.
Yep.
How did you manage to?
Well,
They have
it usually came to anything in my path. I kind of made it get out of the way.
Well, understanding, but there are some quite nasty things out there that even our army wouldn't necessarily face. So I'm glad that you make it in one piece.
They fall in comparison for when I get pissed.
We also had some steeders that we that rented for a little while. That helps for a little bit.
That's
Lou's
true,
definitely
that-
gonna have a moment.
Oh,
And, like,
you're talking about
lean
the
in,
bait.
Be like, also, and you seem like a leader. Like you are in charge of maybe forces. Just as a heads up, maybe you already know. It seems that people tend to. There's a demigorgon that's been summoned, and also there's a the dread mushroom queen is alive. Is active. We we have. He says he fought everything, but we've avoided a few things along the way. Just I don't know. Feels like I should tell someone who like can do something about it because we sure as shit can. Just
Where?
and like she leans back like
I mean,
Kenny
we-
speaks up. Where did you? A Demogorgon? Like, truthfully, where did you find? Where did you see Demogorgon?
it was in this small little fish town.
It was around the Dark Lake.
Yeah, yes. Is that what we? And she like turns back. She's like, "That's what we sailed across, right?"
Nero's not helping with this one. He's like,
Weren't you making
he's just
the
looking
map?
at Lou.
You had a map.
You're like, yeah, but I mean, we kind of have some other stuff to deal with right now. Maybe we shouldn't be focusing on
No.
everything
So you
else in the
sailed
world.
across the
All I'm
Dark
saying,
Lake.
all I'm saying is, if we die from a mushroom person, or if a demigorgon
Hey.
comes to get us, we ain't doing Titan an ounce of good. So hey, if we tell them stuff, they'll tell us stuff. It's called reciprocity.
But yeah, as I was
Ah.
like, yeah, the Dark Lake was pretty easy. I saw a hag once too, and I threw a fish at her. She was so confused. It was a good time.
Wait, what?
Wait,
You
what?
did not.
Oh, you guys were asleep. Yeah, there was a hag. Who was trying to. Another story for another time. We don't need to bore these guys.
Okay, he may have had some shrooms.
Yeah. You see, this is
I'm the only
my
one
point.
who didn't have shrooms.
This is my point. I
Allegedly.
mean, if we're looking at the hags and the demigorgons and the mushroom person and all those other things, we aren't looking at the titan of it all.
I started with Titan, and then I'm providing incentive to help us. And like we're having this conversation.
Oh yeah, we're just
Just like
They-
I'm
they are,
trying to establish a friendship.
I mean, yes, but I mean, maybe just shoot more. I mean,
As they're like
Yeah, we
having
have a
that
lot of
conversation, I'm like, hey, are you guys in contact with a guy named, I think it was Wars from the Shattered Spire by chance?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, maybe some other time.
They are quite entranced with all of the talks of your adventures. It has come across pretty quickly that you aren't exactly weak little people. Like you guys have a little bit of power behind you. Dorbo says, well, the one thing I can do and what I can help you with is that the card that you're holding, your friend there, Titan, you said his name was? I could understand why somebody would say that that's Blingdenstone. If you look really carefully and he kind of points to the card, you can see some of the kind of colored gems and things along the walls. And those are really only found around here in Blingdenstone. The negative to that is that it's if your friend Titan is here in Blingdenstone, he is highly more than likely to be in a part of the city that has been unrecovered.
So
okay, yeah.
how do we recover said part of the city?
Well, do you have pickaxes?
We'll help. If you help us, we'll help you. We'll recover it.
I
Get a
think
new
we could
outfit.
easily make a deal there. There's two big problems that we've been facing in here in Blingdenstone. Like I said, we've taken about a third of the city back. We had to leave, we've come back, and we've taken a portion of the city back. And it's been good, but we need more space, and we're slowly working toward it. The first is that there is some monster or magic in the northwestern part of the settlement that might be responsible for the growing number of oozes that we've been seeing in Blingdenstone. These oozes have kind of snuck into the city from time to time and caused a little bit of problem, and they are pretty easily taken. But
Yeah, ooze is
Find
like
it
half
good.
plate. I'm not a fan of them. So
if you're able to return some information out there about what's going on, we will pay you well to do so. And furthermore, it may lead you to the answer of where your friend is. The other part that we have to deal with are the were rats. And Senny just immediately sighs. No, it's serious. Like seriously, we need to talk about this. I understand, but we have completely different ideas as to how to go about dealing with this. And maybe it's not the right time to. He turns back to you. We have some were rats. I want them out of the warrens. We need to free up living space for the hardworking Sverfneblin here. We need that space. Senny says, yes, but the were rats are descendants of Blingdenstone citizens, and they deserve to stay and rejoin their community. And Dorbo kind of rolls his eyes at her, like, yeah, sure, of course they do. Yeah, they just need to be rejoined in the community. They've been doing such a good job of that so far, Senny.
well, like
they kind of
Are they violent?
how many are there?
We don't know exactly what their full numbers are. The problem is, and Dorbo looks at her, that since they're so territorial and defensive, any attempt to parley has been met with violence. Senny turns to him and says, but if maybe we could talk to their leader, we might be able to actually get somewhere.
We're at in the Warrens and Ooze King in the northwest part of town.
Lou is like immediately gonna hold up hand, and be like, wait, She's gonna turn to Nero and like look at getting him. We're going to take a moment. We're gonna step to the side, and we're going to discuss our next move before immediately agreeing. Right, Nero?
Pardon us for a few moments.
No,
if you would.
Don't worry. Dorba puts his hand on your shoulder, Lou. Take all the time you need. This isn't something that we've just come up with over the past day. We've been fighting this for decades. If I'll have a guard set you up a room out in the hotel. Take your time there. Relax, eat some food, talk amongst yourselves. This is not a decision to make lightly by any means.
That's not our strong suit. Do we need like passports or badges or something to I mean, I was under the impression outsiders were never let in, and you guys have been really accommodating so far, which awesome.
Well, it's safe to say that we absolutely hate the drow. And therefore we do plan on, keeping them away from you by any means that we have necessary.
This probably isn't the time, but I have a great story about a game of soccer and a drow's head. I think you'd love. Next time we hang out.
Interesting. I kind of laugh. I have sent you all a map of Blingdenstone. It has the numbers and everything on them, but it gives you an idea of how large this city is. You are currently in room number 14. To give you an idea of where you are, that is the Diggermattocks.
Somebody help me. Where's 14?
Very bottom center.
Thank you.
That is where you are currently.
Do I know where I need to drop off my gyms?
Do you know
Kazo?
where to drop off your gyms? No, you don't, honestly.
You just have a name.
I take that
No,
back.
I know I have the name of the guy who gave him to me. I was pretty sure it was something along the lines, I will know who to drop it off to.
On my notes, it says deliver stones to Kazo at Blingdenstone for Gideon's rescuee.
Kazuk.
Good. I have the guy who gave me the job. Good job.
No, it said deliver it to Kazuk.
Right. No, I had
he said
the guy who gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
Who gave me the job.
Where's Salt Baron gave them to you? You are supposed to deliver them to Kazuk. Pickshine is his name. You don't know where he is. You have no idea.
Pickshine. That's gross. Probably. I don't know. It sounds weird.
So the guard escorts you back out and takes you to number 16, which is going to be,
there. To the left. To the left.
16 is the Foaming Mug. This was built as an inn to house foreign guests. It was abandoned after the Drow invasion, but has recently reopened. The rooms are sized actually for medium-sized guests, which is nice. It has a comfortable bed, 2 separate hot springs used for bathing and relaxation.
Hot spring.
Minis for Neblin frequent the tap room after work, which serves a Dark Lake Stout, an ale that the Svirfneblin purchased from Duergar traders. However, for some reason, unbeknownst to them, they haven't been able to get much in lately, so they've had to start brewing their own ale. So they're working on it. They're experimenting on different types of ales. Because the Dark Lake Stout, for some reason, has been getting harder and harder to come by. You can walk up to the counter where you have a Svirfneblin that runs it, and his name is Happy Foam Strap. He is a very bored, deep gnome that runs the inn currently. In fact, your arrival is the most exciting thing that has happened in months. So she's very excited to see you.
1 ale, please.
One ale, of course, of course, of course. Where are you all from?
The overworld for me. I think the same for these guys.
Overworld. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Like, I haven't had somebody from the overworld here in months. I mean, it's been forever. What? How the hell did you get all the way to Blingdenstone? Like, what brings you down here?
We walked over here.
From where?
Quite a few places. We were in this drow encampment. And then, you know what? Neo, you tell the story better.
So he sits down.
She starts pouring you all ales.
Yep. Let me tell you the story. Well, not all the story. I mean, some of it's confidential. We're kind of a big deal. We're Extraction Team 4.
I've never heard of it. Is that a band? Are you guys
No.
in a band?
No, I mean, we are a band, but we're like a band of brothers and sister.
He tries to go show off his Claptrap t-shirt and realizes his armor is in the way. He's like, ah.
Lou definitely pulls out a kazoo, like excited. We're in a band. Oh, right. No, not a band.
He does start telling us just some highlights of the adventure. Other things we've gone through. So basically, we're here looking for our friend. That's like the big thing. I mean, if we find our friend, then we'll have to find a way home, and also maybe wrap up some of these issues that are happening around here. But yeah, that's
Yeah, we're trying to
Happening
get
around here. Oh, are you talking about the ghosts?
that
we heard about rare rats.
Oh my gosh. I'm
and
telling you,
oozes.
the ghost problem here has just gotten worse.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So you guys, okay, you're missing 2/3 of this area. I get that.
Mhm,
You know, whatever.
Right, yeah.
I'm uncovering. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so
So the
I'm with
Diggermattocks
you
been
there.
working on this for forever.
Right. So I'm with you there. But then there's this rare rat problem and an
Uh-huh.
ooze problem and a ghost problem.
Well, I mean, they're mostly in the catacombs. But I mean, like, yeah, there have definitely been some spirits around. Like, I mean, I swear, like, even just right down the street here, like at one of the houses, I guess somebody's been having some spirit problems.
Someone's house is haunted. Hmm.
Oh, right? Isn't that nuts? But
I mean, I've heard that. I haven't fought a ghost, but wait, have I fought a ghost? I don't know, maybe. I haven't really fought a lot of ghosts before. I heard that they don't really hurt when you stab them.
The
truthfully,
trick
I've never
is
been near one.
you need magic weapons for that. Magic stuff.
Magic.
the people, I mean, everybody here is pretty divided on what to do with the were rat thing, though. Like, I mean, like, come on. I get that they were probably our descendants or whatever, but they're like crazy and they're like rat people now. Like, how
So
civilized could they possibly be?
So are they essentially, rat people always right now? Are they pretty like, I guess feral?
That's the big question. Is what are their minds like?
So I mean,
between
what a
you
were
and
rat
me-
is. Like, I mean,
Yes.
you know a were rat. Like, it was a deep gnome and then got bitten by a rat and now
Rat.
it's like a were. Oh, they've been around for generations. They've been here for forever. Like, they came in like after Blingdenstone got abandoned, But like, I don't know. I've never seen one myself, but they sound pretty feral. Like, I don't think that they're really people anymore. I think they're just
like
monsters.
between you and me, I could attempt to get rid of a curse off of them. I could do that about 4 times every hour on a good day.
I mean, hey, listen, whatever you feel you want to do, but I mean, I'd keep away from them because, ugh. Can you imagine being bitten by a were rat? It's disgusting.
It's okay. I'm
pretty
protected,
gross.
and I like tap on my arm encasing me. Now,
I mean, I know there are some people that want to like bring them back into civilization and stuff, but like honestly, that's just disgusting.
like, it's just hard for me to imagine, like, not having your own body aware anything is just so disgusting thinking. Like, I couldn't imagine hanging out with anywhere, whatever.
Just
And then like Nero seems a little nervous. I'm like, okay, that's weird.
Change the subject. Yeah, that's something we're looking into. But yeah, we're just gonna chill here for a little bit, have some discussions about what we're gonna do next.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And yeah.
I met a guy, and as I'm drinking this ale, having a good time because I haven't freshly got the juice, so I can actually feel alcohol right now. I'm like, I had a friend who was so dumb. They thought a warehouse was a person that turned to a house at a full moon. Can you believe that? Gideon's just laughing and drinking.
She plates you up food. It is some of the best food that you have had in a long time. Like you had like okay food in Gracklstuck, but it was kind of just bar food, and Slibladop was all shellfish, which is fine, but like they didn't really believe in seasoning. And Minto Brownson, when you were there with the drow, I mean, they just served you slop. Like, I mean, it was nothing. So really, other than the things that you've caught and cooked and whatever else, this is the first like actual food that you've had in weeks. And it is amazing. You've got cornbread, you've got like fried something or another that's kind of like a chicken, I guess.
It doesn't even matter. It's fried.
Yeah.
We're getting bread, protein. Are we getting veggies too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, we're getting all. Oh my
But
goodness.
what's for dessert? That's really the most important part.
She said, you guys have been
As you
talking-
wink at Cadarius.
She's pretty much just giving you this food and drink for free in return for hearing about all of your adventures. And she brings out a plate of homemade apple pie. She's like, I got this shipment of apples from the overworld a few days ago. And she's been experimenting with them and making all different kinds of things with these apples. This apple pie smells so good. So amazing.
Nero gets a tear.
Yeah, it's like
It reminds me of home.
it reminds me of my grandma. It's been 120 years since she's been alive.
It's been like a few months since I've seen my mom.
All right.
It was the warehouse joke, wasn't it?
Let's give ourselves a 10-minute break.
I say I'm hungry now.
Go get food, go get drinks, go pee or whatever you got to do. Come back in 10 minutes. If I'm not back before then, I'm gonna keep it recording. Just deliberate amongst yourselves.
We'll just get on into it.
What you guys would like to do about all this, and I'll answer any questions that we have after the fact.
Sweetness.
I want to go get a snack, but anything I'd get would be full of sugar and I'd be up all night.
Yeah, I was gonna go get something, but I was like, the second I walk out that door, I'm sure I'm gonna get attacked by kids. And then I want to just I want to go in and out, and like,
That ain't how that works. Yep,
that ain't how that works. I don't get that luxury anymore.
Yeah. Mine have learned the light on means that I'm getting food, so now I just leave the light on in the kitchen all the time to trick them. Of course, now at some point she learned to be energy conscious, and so will yell at me for leaving the lights on. I'm like, I didn't teach you that. It's good, but like,
I need this trick for
electricity,
later.
yeah, like we got to save this lesson for when you're actually burning through my electricity, not now. Now I don't care.
It's like I gotta pay the maybe the $1 for running the bulb that long. Okay, like let me do me. Now if you do it,
Unacceptable. Oh man, it's a bummer Philip wasn't here. This is a good session so far.
yeah.
I gotta be honest, I don't know if John took pity or if I got the right answer for getting in the door. because like I looked through my notes, I'm like, they didn't say anything else.
I don't recall. No, I mean it seems to be implied that they're saying something about the draw will get us in, but I don't remember that personally.
I know they had talked about how much they had hated the drought, but I'm like, I don't know. I was jumping there.
If only I was like, if I was an Echo Fighter and I just like teleport through the gate and like, yeah, I'm on the other side now.
I would have dramatically changed all of this.
And then they all look over there like, "Hey, intruder! Seize them!"
Yeah, I'm like, these guys outside, they're trying to get like. I'm like, oh my bad.
All right. So you can move around the place here. You got a couple of rooms. You can pick your rooms along the western side.
So let's see. I don't. Let's see. Are we still in the
16
16? What do you mean 16? I don't see 16.
It's there.
The very bottom left.
of the overall map, not
Oh,
the
The big one, not the small one.
How
yes,
do I?
the
right-
handout.
There's a handout.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
You gotta go through the hands out.
I gotta
Or ask
remember
John
to switch.
Hey, I was like, I see us,
Oh!
but I don't think this is what I should be looking at.
Hey, look, the
So
foaming
I'm
inn
oh,
and tavern.
I don't know why Crodiddly was all the way at the door, but Lou wasn't. That was weird. Woo! I'm gonna go pick a room.
So all separate rooms. We're bunking together. What are your thoughts?
You are
I
the only people
vote.
staying here right now, so you have
Oh,
free reign.
I was as you were asking what we should think. Nero's going over there like, which one should I get? Maybe this one. Maybe that
I
one.
asked the I
maybe
asked
this
the barkeep. It's like, hey, which is your finest room? Cause dibs.
one. This
in
one.
the
And I like and I like
This
I like the other
one.
one. I called dibs.
This one. Dibs on which one?
I already called dibs.
No,
So-
that's not how it works.
So
They
man,
can't call
which one's your
universal dibs.
Finest room.
All right, awesome. That's where I'm heading. And I Nero, get out of
What? This one? What? No. Oh, okay. Sorry. You called dibs. Sorry. I'll take this one. Wait. No. I'll take this. Wait, is this even a room? This looks like a closet. Maybe.
Yeah, that's the one right there.
this. No. I'll take this one. No, it's fine.
All right. So deliberation.
Yes. After
You've been
rooms
chosen.
picked out.
Pulled a few things.
Yep.
There's an ooze problem. There's a were rat problem, and there's a ghost problem. Questionable.
Stay away from the catacombs, maybe.
Or definitely go to the catacombs.
We're gonna go
All right.
grave robbing.
So, yeah, my new motto is don't rush in, kill everything. So, with that in mind,
Don't rush in,
Um,
but kill everything. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Oh, you're saying don't rush in and don't kill everything.
What? No, but don't rush in, kill everything.
Okay,
No,
okay.
that's
Well, we're on the same page then. Okay.
Yeah, yes. So with that in mind, and it sounds like, I mean, they're pretty nice people here. So then I feel like if we solve like at least one of their problems, then they'll help us out.
Oh, I think they're too nice. So something's fishy. But I'm fine to play this game.
I mean, they can kind of afford to be nice. Like, we are essentially probably prisoners at this point. We didn't ask if we could leave. And we've been escorted by guards this whole time. So, but I mean,
You currently
I
don't
mean,
have any guards around.
Yeah, I
you.
was gonna say
You guys are
just to talk to the chief.
Well, I mean, that is true. That is true.
I mean, okay.
Judge,
So we've got 3 things to do. I say, I mean, we weren't asked to do the ghosts, so like we don't have to chase down every side thing immediately. We can do it in our free time. The
Lou,
two
I'm
things
so
that are
proud of
left,
you.
the ooze and the were-rats. Maybe we go after the ooze because everyone seems on board with the ooze being a problem, and all they
Mhm.
ask for is information. We don't have to go kill anything. We don't have to. We're just reconnaissance, as compared to the were-rat,
Man.
which are apparently feral, and also some of the population might be mad at us for killing their descendants.
Plus,
Yeah.
I'm more equipped to deal with oozes now as I tap my magical armor. So,
That's yes, you can definitely lead that one. I will stay back because it was
oh yeah, I don't want to. I'm just saying, I don't have to spend my entire time finding half plate and then doing it over again. So I'm excited about that part.
Yeah,
For sure.
oozes do seem like a pretty. That seems like the best option, in my opinion. Because the where at thing, people are divided. There's a political stuff
I'm
going
not gonna
on there.
lie though. I mean, like if we get a free moment, I'm kind of curious. Like so far, we know they're territorial, but like we haven't talked to anyone who's actually seen them.
Mhm.
I mean, Nero, when it comes to were creatures, I think there's room to be forgiving.
Yeah, there. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot of that will require talking to people, getting more information,
Yeah.
and possibly like it could go different ways. So yeah, there's a lot more involved with the where at problem potentially.
Like the ooze, they just want information on, I
Where
guess,
they're
where they're coming from.
where they're coming from. That's why I said king.
Because they didn't know
ooze.
what was causing it, right? They were like
Mhm.
magic creature. What is so like? All we got to do is get them the info, and like we're building a whatever repertoire
Rapport.
reciprocity.
Rapport.
Or thank you. 100%.
I'm not
Lou
sure
was
what we're
doing that.
building. What are we building? Okay.
Lou is like talking and she's struggling to find the word
She's just
rapport.
kinda-
And just like one of the gnomes walks by and it's just like rapport.
Rapport.
And
Oh,
that
that
is
must
now
be
my
one of the-
favorite. That's my favorite waiter in the whole place. He's
Mhm.
gonna get a good tip. Because I always love that.
Yeah. I mean, and even if the ooze thing does end up in a big fight, it's just some oozes. I mean,
it
you're
was
not gonna
just
feel guilty about it.
that's yeah, I guess we might feel guilty about the were rats. I still have point of order.
Yes.
You had said we do know kind of an idea of what were rats like. Do we have any base level knowledge of were rats to go off of? Because in my mind, I'm thinking like gnome by day, but rat by crystal light or whatever.
What I miss?
Nothing really. We're just saying that the oozes are probably the best option because of where rats. There's a lot more. There could be a lot more involved there with
Political
some people
wise.
thinking they're okay, some people thinking they're evil. But oozes are like get information, maybe kill oozes.
And then if we deal with oozes, we learned from last time. Do not slash them. And I like flip to the hammer side, smash them.
Yeah, you're squishing ooze. You don't cut an ooze because then they two
Yeah,
ooze.
you make that sound like that. Like everyone in the world knows that.
Lou, give me a history check.
I actually was the only one that didn't split one. If I'm
Or Arcana.
Probably gonna be history for the. Okay, why can't I pull this? History or Arcana? Yeah, it's definitely gonna be history. Oh man. Well, actually, those are the same. So I was misreading it because I'm blind and I thought it was insight, and I'm a lot better at insight than I am history. But that ain't bad.
Lou, speaking with Happy, and taking what she says with a grain of salt, the were-rats were deep gnomes who were at some point bitten by some magical were-rat thing and have the ability to transform into a rat of sorts, a larger, deep gnome-sized rat, of course. They've lived in Blingdenstone ever since the incursion from the drow, They are quite territorial, and if you ask her opinion, they are feral and should probably all be put down. However, she's never seen one herself, personally.
Yeah, I was just assuming it was just another standard lycanthropy. It's just this is a rat form instead of the
Exactly.
traditional wolf form, like our friend.
Yes. That is exactly what it's like. There are a couple of other things to do in the city. Of course, you can stay here, you can relax, give yourself a long rest, get well fed. However, you can explore the city as much as you would like. There is the Trader's Grotto, which you first had come into when you came into the city. And that's just lots of shops and different things. And if you are wanting to actually go look for things, that would
That's
probably
where-
be a start.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of what do you guys want to do now? Where do you want to go first?
If Nero actually does plan on going shopping, then then I'm not that interested then. So, but if he was, I would have checked like an armor shop.
Okay.
You already have
But-
armor.
Yeah, but a shield is. I don't have.
Wait,
I
I thought you
cur-
had two
I-
shields.
Future me has a shield.
It's
Is the
not
issue.
here.
Um,
That's funny.
yeah,
You've been in the
but-
Underdark the whole time.
right. But Gideon doesn't know that I get an awesome shield later.
That's funny. But no, the shopping thing was just trying to get into the city.
Then yeah. Yeah, I definitely would take a like, you know what? This is a good day to relax for a day. So I would totally be like, we're relaxing for this day.
Hot spring and then oozes.
Hot
Mhm,
spring and
mhm, mhm.
oozes.
Yes.
Except for like, I'm gonna be like boiling in this. It's fine. I'll make
Worth
it work.
it. Yeah, you can probably heal yourself or something, right?
I mean, as long as it's like doesn't actually burn the skin, I'll take a
No,
long time.
You
for
have
me.
that cold magic you can do.
I do. That's why, like, I'll be fine. It's fine as long as I don't chill in here for, I don't know, 6 hours on high or 8 hours on low. I should be fine.
Yep.
All right.
Nero's gonna hit up the hot spring.
All
I
right.
think Lou will go shopping while they hit up the hot spring.
Okay.
And then, like, as we say, hot springs. Oh, Lou did show me this trick to make sure it's actually water. So, and
Why don't you
when
need
we
to
get there,
test yep.
and then it'll, like, I don't know if we're there yet, but as soon as
Yeah.
we do, I'm just gonna state that I will flip a coin into the water.
Okay. Gideon and Nero, you guys can go ahead and give yourselves long rests.
Score.
You are relaxed.
Score.
You're good. Lou, on the other hand, has decided to go shopping first. So it is a trek to get there. So we are going to follow Lou for a little while. This is more to explore the city than anything else, too. Whoops. Not that one.
I mean,
Whoopsie daisy.
Here we go.
Lou definitely was going, whether or not this is how it plays out, Lou's going under the impression that, like, today is a fun day. We're gonna take a long rest sleeping, and then we're gonna do stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if she comes back and the two of them have their towels on, they're like, "Oh, ready to go battle some oozes." She's like, and goes to her bed.
The me and Nero look at each other. So you ready to go battle some oozes?
Yeah, no, let's go.
All right, Lou, you are here currently. You are in area 12, which is the residential caves. These branch off into smaller caves serving as hovels for families of Svirfneblin. Tunnels lead to secondary chambers that branch out into more hovels, so on and so forth. The deep gnome holes don't have any doors. Any of their houses don't have front doors. The locals are willing to talk with you. whatever you would like to do. Otherwise, this is the area you have to pass through to get from your hotel to the Trader's Grotto. If you see anything on this map that you find interesting and you'd like to explore more, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we will continue on.
Can I, as I'm walking, see I assume because there's no doors, but oh, I can click on it. This thing.
Yes.
Why is
you
my
have-
circle so small?
It's okay. It's pure black for me and CJ. I'm
It's
assuming.
because it is a very large map.
That is a big map. Okay. Yes. Lou is if she's walking by and like catches that extra color out of the corner of her eye, she's definitely gonna be
Sure.
curious about that.
Yeah, that is
Tim is curious about that.
I have to remember what room that is. There are a total of like 40 rooms, so I have to look and see which one is which.
We did the smart choice, CJ.
we're just relaxing. This I'm like, so I have this friend who's a lycanthrope.
And I'm like, so the haircut and everything, like, what's going on? What's up with the new do?
It's just a change. New me.
I don't know. It was just, timed as soon as you were told you died.
Well,
Would that be somehow related?
well, look, I mean, if I stayed the way I was, then I would probably die again, and I don't want to do that. So it's time to be born again, born anew, like a phoenix.
Are you gonna be born again?
If I die again.
I'll make sure it won't happen this time.
My man.
My man. 100%. If we get out of the sauna and let's say, if we're actually naked, well, you, and then we have a towel, I will 100% have a towel over my arm.
Yes.
Just to give you that.
Yeah.
And I will
Yeah,
100%.
Nero's
My
definitely down
eyes
to
are
the
up here.
towel. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. What?
I'll lift my visor, like, so I'm just, chills with
Lou,
the towel.
you step into this kind of elevated, it's a stairway up, and from the other side of it, you can hear this almost humming vibration kind of music. Think like, have you seen I don't know who made it. I can't remember if it was Edison that made it, but it was basically, it's a long tubular
Ben
shaped
Franklin.
instrument. I'm talking about with the glass.
It's Franklin.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Ethereal.
What's that called? What's that thing called?
Glass harmonic, I believe.
Glass harmonica?
Oh, I got that right. Glass
Yeah.
harmonica. Why do I know so much about this? I don't know.
Is this? He made it.
Just to
the
give
year.
you an idea, everybody, of what this sounds like when he walks into this room.
Ethereal.
Benjamin Franklin's also
Fine.
the
Play.
recording.
Oh shit.
So that's kind of what he's hearing that she hears as she walks up into this room.
It's the sugar thing.
In the center of the room is an adult Svirfneblin that is I kind of want to keep playing that just because it was so nice. Make it quieter. There we go. In the center of the room is an adult Svirfneblin with a bunch of Smurfneblin children all around it in a circle, just kind of listening in on this music. You almost seem like you've come across like a school like field trip, but these are the singing stones. They're stones of all different colors around her, and as she's touching them, she's changing these vibrations of each of them to play different sounds.
I'm so sorry. I need to pause for a second because my baby is screaming very loudly in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Great
You
timing.
should check on that. You should check on that.
Or don't.
Meanwhile, at the hot spring.
Yeah. Meanwhile, at the hot spring.
Well, actually.
So,
Meanwhile, with Nero.
here, we'll play some hot springs music for you. The hot springs. Here we go.
Yes. I was like, should I just have a conversation? Yeah, maybe I should just tell a story. No, I should. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I should talk about the inner turmoil of Nero and what his plans are for the future. Because I've been taking extensive notes. Like, yeah, I mean, I had this encounter with this like tree witch or something, and she talked about these stones with immense power these gems that we're trying to gather, and she said a specific line. She said that you could change. She said, "Gather the stones, change the past," and then something else because I zoned out after that. So then, with all the lives that I've taken, I just thought maybe if I gather these gems, then I can undo all that. So really, when I take a life, it's not bad because I can fix it. Once we gather all these gems, then it'll be okay. Then I can just fix everything. So then that's what inspired, well, part of what inspired the new motto of stop rushing in and kill everything because I'll be able to fix it. And
Were you talking to Gideon?
yes.
No! Dang it! I'm not! I'm so like I was like okay.
I think because you weren't listening because he's
I was
like
my wife came in. I was like, okay, this is like loose part. Dang it. Okay.
No, I was doing that on purpose.
I actually think that's
I'll
even
catch
better
it.
because like Nero's talking about his life choices and Gideon is just like
Yeah.
I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it on the YouTube video. So it's fine. It's fine. I usually watch them when I'm doing desk days at my work.
And he's falling asleep. Wait, you can't fall asleep in a hot suit in the hot spring. Gideon, wake up!
So just because I'm not talking doesn't mean I'm not listening.
all right.
Sorry, I just didn't want you to like boil yourself or something. But anyway, what were you rolling?
to try to act like I wasn't falling asleep.
Oh, I'm like, sorry to bother you then.
I was
yeah.
I'm a good listener, and I don't want to I've been accused of mansplaining because I come up with solutions. So
why would that
just
be a problem? I'm a man.
I just wanted you to for you to tell me how you felt without any interruption.
Oh, okay, yeah. I really appreciate it. It's good to get this off my chest, really, because I haven't really talked to anyone about it. It's just been a personal thing that I've been striving towards. But anyway, thanks for listening.
You're welcome. Are you gonna get like another tattoo, or are you gonna get that one removed, or?
I mean, maybe eventually, but I mean, I don't really have any inspiration for another tattoo.
We just gotta hope if you grow a second head, the other head doesn't have a tattoo. I'd hate to have to guess which head I have to cut off.
Ugh, me too. Because if they're, oh, that's terrifying.
But you guys are opening up to me, and I appreciate it.
It feels kind of nice. I mean, you don't creep me out all the time like you used to.
As I was like relaxing, like I'll open one eye and give him a look. I'll put my helmet down.
And then continue.
Yeah.
Lou, you've stepped in on this. Do you plan on interrupting her as she plays, or are you just kind of standing by and listening and then going on your way?
I'm definitely not going to interrupt it.
Okay.
Lou will have a sit down, and if one of the kids happens to crawl over and get in her lap, she'll definitely sit there with the kid in her lap.
And
true.
that is where you are. You have a kid in your lap. You're sitting and listening as this music plays on. Nero, Gideon, you've enjoyed your day at the spa. And if my calculations are correct, it should be 8:50 your time.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to tell you at 8:30. Oops.
You said 9:30.
9:30. But
Oh.
I think we are going to go ahead and finish our session for tonight. We've introduced Blingdenstone. You've seen what is in the city. You've kind of have some ideas of what you're working on, and over the next week we can kind of see what we want to do about those things. So we will end our session there for tonight. Of
Of course,
course,
you start talking to me. My wife walks in. I'm so bad.
No, Tim had walked away, and then I was like, okay, well then me and Gideon can have it. And I saw that you had your headphones off. I was like,
Yeah, because I was like waiting for any time, like either John was looking up something on the map or was doing, and I was like, oh, okay, we'll have a conversation. Gideon in his armor and his towel. It fits perfectly. Sometimes I forget I'm wearing it, you know. So
there we go.
let's
Pull
look
up
at our
my
calendars.
he said, "Oh no, it's out." Oh no, that's just my hammer. I'm fine.
Uh,
And be like, oh, I didn't realize I left it in great axe
Okay.
form. My
We
bad.
can just do this.
Um,
Calendar time. We have our calendar for the next week.
nice.
I can do.
Are you still unavailable Tuesdays, CJ?
I do still work Tuesday nights. Yes.
I'm unavailable the next 2 Tuesdays anyway.
Yep. I'm open to close on Tuesdays now.
Next week, I can do Sunday or Monday.
Monday. I'm not for sure
I-
for me because I'm not for sure what church things I have yet.
For
We're about
next
to start
week,
doing home groups again.
next
Or I
week,
can do Tuesday, but I know you guys can't.
right. Currently, me and Philip have D&D on Monday.
Okay.
With his group. And then I do work Sunday. Let's see, is this Sunday? Yes, I do work Sunday.
Okay.
This Sunday.
Don't tell me we gotta be taking another week off.
No, it's gonna make me sad.
I could do
That's it.
Saturday.
I mean, I say if Philip's good and all y'all are going on Sunday, y'all can just have it on Sunday, and then I'll just jump in on the next one.
I probably won't be good Sunday.
Okay. What about Saturday, the 10th?
Possibly. I am off that day. I'm also going to Arkansas Comic-Con that day. But that looks like most of that stuff is gonna be in the morning. So theoretically I should be good.
Okay.
I think so.
The week after that, I am free Thursday.
I should be free Thursday too.
Yes. It would just be a similar thing like tonight. It was just probably a little late, maybe.
That's fine.
Depends on
Ten.
rehearsal.